I came into school as an engineering major, hated it, and switched to English, wanting to do literature.
So I've always kind of been interested in reading for a really long time, and I've always liked writing, and I've always been decent at it, but I never really thought of it as like a field of study until about my sophomore or junior year when I was thinking about going to grad school. My major is physics and astronomy, so I kind of wanted a little versatility in my resume, and professional writing seems like it would be applicable to pretty much any field.
You know, professional writing is such a different kind of writing than the writing you do in school, that you really do need to take it through an intensive study.
The minor is not just for business writing, it's not for any particular branch. It really teaches you how to write with different styles and how to fit your writing to unique situations.
I'd always thought about doing marketing and advertising, and maybe giving that a go, but I never gotten to do it before. And you can't really do it unless, you go through a whole, there's a few classes you can take, but it's a whole course, and there's usually prereqs. So I was able to do it, right off the cuff at the Med Center, and I found that it was really something that I enjoyed, and it gave me the experience that I can market later on.
Probably the highlight of my minor experience is when the website that I had been working on this entire past summer finally went online, and I got to see my actual articles published on this official website for the university.
Video composition is writing, audio work, internal, just kind of outlines, things like that. Everything benefits from the kind of study that you do through the minor and the kind of experience you get through those internships.
Probably the most important thing I've learned from the minor so far is the ability to work in an actual professional office. This past quarter I worked in the astronomy department as an intern, writing some research articles, and just being there and interacting with the different people and learning how to be very professional, how to meet deadlines, how to get drafts in on time, and how to take criticism was also very important.
Journalism and advertising and even video really were things that I knew I wanted to explore and knew that I maybe would do after I got out of school, but I didn't have the chance to do that, or haven't had the chance to do that while I've been in school. So it was great to just jump right in, get the experience, learn on the go, and beef up my portfolio.
I feel like in physics and astronomy, one of the most beneficial things someone can have is the ability to communicate the complex material to the average person, and I think this professional writing will help me be able to do just that.
Yeah, I don't know what my career goals are, and that's a major advantage of the internship process. So I've done corporate communications, I've done kind of an outside-the-box creative one, and then next, in the winter, I'll be doing one at an ad agency downtown.
This program has really made me much more desirable. Like I mentioned, I was planning on going to grad school, but I've recently decided actually to pursue a career in scientific writing, so this is going to be very beneficial to me. I need this kind of professional training to be able to compete with those who are journalism majors.
I would say go into it with the mindset that this could very well be a launching pad for what you do after school. It may not be at your internship site, but that kind of work you do, how you perform in it, and then how you market it afterwards can very easily lead to what you end up, the job you get right after school.
Advice for someone about to start professional writing, I would say take it seriously. You can really learn a lot from the classes, and they work with you very, very closely to try to get you job experience and work experience.
You know, you can prepare as much as you want while you're in school. It's going to be a completely different scenario when you get into the workforce. And if you can get into that experience before you leave school, I mean, you're going to come across so much better in your interview, in your cover letter, in your resume, because you know how the skills you've developed in school will actually relate to what, the job you're going after.